This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. It's Tuesday, January 24th today, and I know that because I'm looking at the bottom of the computer screen.
Well, that's good, Mark.
Following yesterday's hard-hitting, impactful Miracle of Birth
I was
podcast.
going to say, I know, because we are I can't even say that now. I was going to say we're through the celebrations, but we're not.
We're not.
We're over
no.
the day, but the party's coming up this weekend.
Oh my gosh, it goes on forever.
Quote unquote party. Sorry, it's not a party. It's just having a buddy over. So. Oh, how it has changed, Mark.
Right. Once you get to that age, party. Although coming up tomorrow, we're going to talk about Lev Bratman and his party at Metro in Picton.
Another local birthday party. My goodness, and what a party it was.
We encourage you to go to our Facebook page or join the Prince Edward County Neighborhood Facebook page.
Community page.
Community page.
Yeah, I said neighborhood. Community page.
You guys that don't live there, we don't care. Join it. Make them
just
tell you
for this
you
story.
Can't.
Yes.
Because it is an amazing story of this 4-year-old and equally amazing, if not more impressive, what Metro did for him for his 4th birthday.
Because you don't think of a grocery store as a birthday party celebration destination.
That's what makes it remarkable.
And that's what's so great about Paul and Murray and the Metro team. Just the staff what they did for him. And yes, we'll talk about to his mom tomorrow morning on Mark and Charity Mornings. But that story itself, it just makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It does.
You read it, you just smile. You think, this is amazing. This is what community and business and neighbors do for each other.
And it's viral, which means people everywhere else are reading it, and it's in our backyard. I can picture it.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
When I've been down in the county, summertime, stopping in, grabbing stuff at the Metro, out I go.
Yeah.
I can picture it. It's now worldwide famous for this birthday party, online on Facebook. So great. So Hadassah's mom is going to be on the show tomorrow. Wonderful storyteller. It's so great, and then we'll have her on the podcast.
Also tomorrow, can I mention Jen as well?
For sure,
because we just spoke to her. We finally were able to connect because Jen Berezowski was the ref from Quinte West, who was the only Canadian ref to attend this year's women's U18 hockey tournament in Sweden. And so we talked to her before she left, because that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we see her at the gold medal game, which again is pretty cool. So we've been trying to connect, but you think when she came home, I thought, okay, she'll come home, we'll give her a day to catch her breath. She went to another camp.
Oh my gosh.
And kept working. So now's when we were able, and I just want to let you know, you don't know this yet, but she's sending me pictures. So we'll have pictures to put up tomorrow along with our chat with Jen. We're going to have that tomorrow. It's a big show tomorrow.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
We unveil our songs. So yeah, great to connect with both Hadassah and Jen, who will be on tomorrow. Today, though,
oh my gosh,
we had Mark Phillips on.
So Thursday is the first annual pickleball tournament to raise money for the YMCA of Central East Ontario, their Strong Communities Fund. So this used to be the Strong Kids campaign.
Yes.
It's now entitled. So if you've given money to that in the past and thought it was over, no, it just got rebranded. Please do donate to that, because that money is used to go into a fund to help children who can't afford Y memberships or Y camps or take part in any of the many, many community events that the Y has. They raise money for this. So there are 26 of us, 24 who will play pickleball, and Patricia Guernsey and Ken Schmidt, who are the respective coaches, who are more than happy to donate their time and their names, if we may be so bold, as to go out and to raise money. $25,000 kind of the goal, $1,000 for each of us, so $25,000, and I think I'm up to $4.25, and I'm sure somehow I'll miraculously get there. But thanks everybody. But anyway, Mark Phillips and I are co-captain
of Team Quinte West.
Team Quinte West. Mark and Mark, the Funky Bunch.
Or I liked how June called up this morning and said it should be the 2 MPs.
Yeah.
Because I said, well, you could be Mark P, but no, that doesn't work either. Phillips and Philman. In fact, you have to go halfway through your last names before the letters change. So we've been trying to figure that out. And I asked Mark this morning, not you, but the other Mark, this morning as well, how he feels about being co-captain.
Yeah.
So if you missed that chat, here he is.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, bud. How are you?
Oh, good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, everybody. It's Mark Phillips of Mystical Distributing, co-captain. Did you know that? Co-captain of Team Quinte West in the first annual pickleball tournament coming up Thursday at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center.
Did you know that you were co-captaining the team with Mark Villman, Mark?
I read it on Facebook.
Oh, no.
You learned so much from Facebook.
That might be.
Oh. I didn't really know what was happening, but Facebook never lies.
That's right.
I don't know what it entails, but it can't be all that responsible if they've tagged us. All right, so are we ready for Thursday? Yes or no?
Oh, I think Belleville's going to really, really, really go down.
Yeah, they might regret this. They might regret this. Mark and I, we're actually going to play together for the first time today.
But Mark, do you have you played pickleball before?
I played it 2 or 3 times, but
Okay.
I don't really think you need to play it that often to beat the guys we're going up against.
Right.
I think we got a good shot.
Well, and Mark and I have been talking, and he's given some hints about a strategy. Going into this, Mark, do you have any sort of pre-laid plans, or as a co-captain, how do you want the team to approach this?
I think we want to approach it in such a manner that we're going to win most of the points, serve strong, and we're going to be at the net, and we're going to return what they serve to us, and we're absolutely going to put up a good game. We're going to practice a little bit today, and I'm going to find out Mark's strengths and weaknesses, and he's going to find out mine, and then we'll devise some kind of a strategy later on today.
Weaknesses. Just stay out of the kitchen. That's all I know.
Stay out of the kitchen. That's really what we got to do.
Out of the kitchen.
Stay out of the kitchen.
Mark Phillips of Mystical Distributing. The man's done everything from being an angel with the Children's Foundation, Business Achievement Award winner. The big winner, though, is going to be the Y of Central East Ontario. Let's raise some money, of course. How are you making out on that and encouraging people to make their donations?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm really doing good. Pretty much everybody I've asked has donated, and the need is great. There's a lot of kids that this money will help. They had a goal of $24,000 that we wanted to raise. I think we're at about $18,500 now, but I really honestly think we can raise more than $24,000. I think they set the bar a little bit low because the guys in Mercy, people in Trenton are very generous, and I really honestly think we got 2 days left to go, and if everybody chips in, I think we can push it way above $30,000, and that'd be a fantastic amount of money because it helps so many kids that couldn't afford to come to the Y without a little bit of help from all of us.
Right, and of
That's
course, if you were to click on the YMCF CEO, you're going to find the banners and the donations right there at the very front of the page. It's so easy to get to.
Absolutely, and good luck to you and Mark this afternoon.
Right on.
I'm hoping we can maybe put up another video. I would like to see how today goes. just to, and you know what? I think it's important to have Belleville maybe a little nervous once they see you two on the court together.
My gosh. Do you want a headband and wristbands, bud?
We're going to have matching shirts, and I think they're wearing pink and we're wearing black. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah.
We're going to wear a pink shirt with black right, and we're going to have a black shirt with pink right.
Yeah, it's going to look great. Spectacular.
It'll be good, yeah. And we'll have a celebratory beer afterwards.
Okay.
That's just how we roll.
Love it.
Thank you, Captain. We'll see you this afternoon.
Awesome. Look forward to it, Mark. Take care.
I'm very afraid to go check my email because most of Team Belleville has my email address. And would have heard that.
I'll be honest, I haven't even looked to see who's on the other team.
It's a pretty
I know there's some
cast
firefighters
of
and
individuals.
policemen and women.
And then the cooks are on it. Matt and Megan Cook,
Who
who
apparently are
professional
good.
pickleballers.
But listening to Mark Phillips, he doesn't seem concerned.
No, he doesn't.
He seems pretty confident that you and him and the other 10 members of your team are going to kick some butt Thursday.
We're practicing together as a team today between 3 and 5. Text him at 5 o'clock and ask him his level of confidence at 5 o'clock. I mean, I feel good about it because I know he's a jock and I'm a purebred athlete.
Yes,
I am a stallion of
we all know
athletics.
that, yep.
But then I started reading the rules because Connie
why?
No, get a load of this. Connie sent me sort of the day's agenda.
Connie
Read. From
and
the
she's
YMCA.
On your team.
No. She's one of the organizers of the YMCA.
She's not on the team.
No.
Okay.
So she set out like this is what Thursday's going to look like. So because there's 12 on a team, there's 6 groups of 2. Each Quinte West team will play each Belleville team 1 game to 11.
Holy cow.
So that's 6 games. You get 3 points for a win, 1 for a loss. So if you end up with 6 points, thanks for coming out.
2 for tie? Or
you can't tie. And you got to win by 2. So you're going to play 6 games. You're guaranteed.
Some of these could go really long.
Yeah. And then she said, if there's a tie or if we need a win, then each team will pick the 2 individuals who will represent Quinte West and Belleville. So
this is in the final, or is this in the final? Okay.
Yeah. So it may not be Mark and I. It may be Mark and somebody else from Quinte West.
So not necessarily a pair from the other. It could just the individual people.
So depending on who's playing best that day, they may pair them up. And it's like, that's dastardly.
They just want to wrap it up.
So, wow.
That's pretty awesome. Can you send me that schedule, please, so I know?
I will forward it to you. From 3 until 6, and it just rotates because they can get 3 games going at once. So you're on, you're off, you're on, you're off. But I mean,
because they generally, you said about 11 minutes.
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes a game.
Okay,
for the most part, probably. And you'll play 6. So for the 3 hours,
that's a long time.
You're going to play about an hour and a half, and then rest. And sometimes you can play back-to-back games, and then you may rest for 2 rounds or whatever. Brought to you by Gatorade. I've got a box of it at home. But anyway, so we're going to put the link up. It's everywhere. If you were to just Google YMCA of CEO, Central East Ontario, it takes you to their Facebook page, and the launch page for fundraising is the first thing you see. Because, yes, we're going to have fun. Yes, we're bragging and smack-talking like we're making a difference. We're not. The most important thing is that you click on it and make money.
Let's be fair.
That's the most important thing.
You can be as
altruistic.
You are making a difference. I was going to say humble as you want. All of you are making a difference by doing this and raising awareness and putting the link. You're doing it by just talking about it, Mark. So you guys all, you, Mark Phillips, everyone on your team and on the Belleville team do deserve a pat on the back as well for raising this money. It is very important what you're doing. Don't diminish it, is what I'm saying. Don't diminish your role. You do play a key role in this.
I think the inspiration I give to children when they see me on the court saying that, yes,
okay, we don't need to go overboard.
Can be fit at 60. You too can embarrass yourself for the fundraising of others. Is the true testament.
I don't think you're going to embarrass yourself.
My legacy will be this self-deprecating idiot did so much for other people through embarrassing antics. Put it on my tombstone.
That should be part of what you learn when you go to radio school.
Yeah, I could teach that.
That should be that remark right there. Your legacy will be making a fool of yourself more than once throughout your career, but for a good cause. And I say that knowing that you're not going to make a fool of yourself on Thursday.
Keep the ball away from my backhand, Team Belleville. That's what I'm telling you.
There's
this backhand is a whip. It is.
I have no doubt.
So good.
That's why I'm going to come and watch.
Are you really going to come and watch?
Absolutely, I am.
Because there's.
Let me double check my calendar. I say that I am 95%
afterwards, I bet.
that I will be there. Yes, I will be there.
You're like a team member because you're all involved in the media representation.
Well, if anything, I'll be taking pictures and video.
And then you'll be on the team next year. You'll be on Team Quinte West next year.
No, I'm quite all right.
Yes,
see, I heard that message at school, and that's why I stepped back and I encourage others to
Didn't you ever have that discussion with other radio broadcasters years after graduating? I can remember doing that.
About being involved in stuff?
What didn't they teach you in broadcast college and the one thing that made me laugh that somebody said is how to blow up a balloon.
Are you kidding?
Like,
you don't
think
know
about
how to blow up a balloon.
Oh,
with the helium tank? Yes.
Whatever. It's like
I never learned how to use a helium tank.
If I had known that I was going to have to blow up balloons on location, like they never taught me that. All of these things,
honestly,
that make a difference in broadcasting or that you have to do on a day-to-day basis. They never teach you.
I never had that conversation.
I have. So many.
It's funny you bring it up because one thing they should teach you is how to set up for a remote.
Yeah.
With all the equipment you learn to use,
technology,
you're never taught. Okay, if I'm on location, what am I going to have? Like, how do I properly, like placement, where to be, how to do it in such a way that you're seen and that you can talk easily to people, but also,
broadcast,
physically doing it yourself because that takes a lot of.
Because we're about 6 weeks away from the Sportsman RV
from the home
show.
Oh, yes, the Sportsman,
with Jeff Cox and the family there. because you and I are going to be out there. I haven't done it, I don't think, since
Are we?
COVID.
Because I don't think anybody's actually said that.
Yeah, we have.
Have they said it to you? Okay, because I haven't heard about it.
I think we're the Friday.
What day is that?
A Friday. Kicking off the long week. Kicking off the March break, I'm pretty sure. I think it's the 10th. 10th, 11th, 12th, I'm pretty sure it's a weekend. We'll find out if it's wrong. That's the beauty of doing a podcast. They'll tell us if we're wrong. Okay. But I'm pretty sure that's it. So
I think we have a hockey tournament around that time. That's why I'd like to know the date. Anyway, aside from that, yes, we will be back on location, which again, we've gotten away from.
Yeah.
But that is something from school that we didn't really talk about, was being on location.
And that's another thing, too, is they don't teach you how to do what you and I do. You're always taught to be a single announcer, and you do this, and you don't have candy in your mouth, and you write everything down.
To do this, though, than be a single announcer? Sometimes
different.
I think it is.
I'll tell you, the analogy I have when I taught is you have to ask Serena Williams if it's easier to be a single tennis player or a doubles, because it is a different skill.
Yes.
Because part of that is when you're a singles player, you play tennis. When you're a doubles player, you trust. And trust doesn't come into it when you're a singles player.
Yeah, you have to learn to do that.
Let your partner also shine, because your role is to be a teammate, not just to play tennis. And it's a totally different skill. You have to be a trapeze artist and allow your partner to catch you. And you got to be willing to throw your partner and know that they're going to land safely and it's all going to work.
I'm sure you have, but when did you work as an individual announcer?
For about 10 years when I did the morning show in Stratford.
Because I find now when I do middays, it is harder than when I did it before.
Yeah.
Because I haven't, when I did it before, I thought I felt, looking back, there's a confidence associated to it, which I don't have now when I do it. Because I'm used to
By
this.
yourself? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because there's just something about it. I guess it's like being a solo artist. So it's harder now than being in a group.
Than it was, I guess, is what my point is. I find this easier now because it's nice to have someone to talk to.
Maybe that's just my comfort level. If I were to go back, I mean, I know I'm not uncomfortable when you're not here, but it's also, it's just
as
one or two days that are
different.
It's just different for a couple of days or a day, or you're on vacation. There's no expectation it's going to stay this way. It's just, So
it's like, nah.
It's like somebody's in the penalty box, 2 minutes, we're shorthanded. We'll just do some penalty killing for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get back to the game.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. So anyway, thank you. Please, if you could make your donation, we'd like to get to $25,000. I know you've been meaning to do it. I want to thank them.
You're really close.
Yeah, we're very, very close at this point. I think we're probably going to be just a little bit over 20,000 by the time this airs. I'm hoping.
I hope so.
Got a couple of days to get there. Believe me, I will tell you all about how practice goes tomorrow. But again,
is there going to be a video?
Please listen to Hadass Bratman tell the story of her son Lev's 4-year-old birthday party at Metro tomorrow. That's what it's all about tomorrow. That's what everybody's going to be talking about.
We're going to have to talk about pickleball, though.
And it'll come up.
We're going to have to do that. So I'm just thinking in my head, because we got Hadass and we got Jen, and then we have to focus on your pickleball. Because again, is anybody going to videotape it or take pictures?
I don't think so.
You're going to take a picture. Please take one of you and Mark together on the court.
I will get Sandy to take a picture, and I will send it to you, and then you can do all of your wonderful stuff that you do and link it on Facebook.
Well, I'll share it, yes, because people should see it.
Then I'm going to go home to an ice bath. The
team to beat.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
The team to beat.
The team to beat. TBT. TTB. Team to beat.
MP. 2. 2 MP.
Funky bunch. Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Join us tomorrow morning. Big show tomorrow, including a Throwback Thursday. We'll be unveiling it and lots more. Snow coming in tomorrow. If you can get some gas for your snowblower, do that, because tomorrow's going to be a bit of an iffy day. It shouldn't be
first thing.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be first thing. We're hoping. It'll be later in the day. So it won't catch you off guard when you wake up.
But there it'll be. If that'll affect buses, of course, we'll have that for you tomorrow morning. Wake up with Mark and Charity Mornings and the Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Have a great day.